the changes and the found identity of this KC team, which make them so scary. And with Narrate on the board as anticipated, Levin always not too far behind. Zeus still trying to force this issue out on the A control.
Crystalli playing from a corner, and we've seen him get a couple of multi-kills, but identified it should be little to no issue for KC to route this one out. But with Yetige's help, put somewhat, get a couple of kills back on their side. A reload is what takes Yetige's life away. Well, back to that position, and there's another entry kill, well played Narrate. That is where there's a stack of bodies for FUT.
The former for him so far, as FUT are going to go down to the spike here. Absolutely no issues for KC in round number 2. So just get out into rubble nice and early. Still 3 bodies here on the defender's side, and sliding in was Levin, but a quick trade coming in the form of Sugetsu. Reduces one from behind the cover, and we're at a stalemate.
Yeah, Sop's still alive, playing within the attack smoke that it has. I'm sorry, Yetige is the one who's left all alone towards the C site. No even option of support, and I think this is a really quick pivot to be with those bodies for FUT.
The defender side of calling has been great for them so far this stage. They have the numbers in the right place on B. It's a double stack, which KC are trying to breach past. By the Outlaw, he's on the other side of the map. It's a C opening from KC. Prowler and Paranoia showing plenty of signs of intent, and with that fight taking place, Crystalli the one to win it. Left out Scorched Earth in the open. Levin burns a couple bodies on the way, and KC have numbers, but Sop is going to double down on this, in fact, and that's the equalizing frag.
Yeah, that's the big one. Sop already starting to dip away.
He's dropped down into pit, Plant already heard and trying to use the opponent's orb against him. Levin does have this covered, he should catch it and does so. Yetige the point man, he'll get spotted here on the corner. No, finds the rate a little quick. Outlaw not doing enough damage on these healthy targets, but KC combining.
They've done so well on Lotus so many times, as Levin's the one set up, and next entry kill is Sop the one to be found.
That was the caution, right? And to then build on what we were saying,
has seen the shoulder, and well, has got the kill, an extra one to add on in. But again, it's lesser buys a bandit, a sheriff as they drop into what is the kill pit. KC just collecting orbs, and in zone flawless off the back of that Hazard, and growing their lead slowly but surely.
Might just be looking for the pivot, and they are.
It looks like it. Sugetsu playing through the defensive wall, and Yetige denies it. So KC now running out of options, and it's trying to force a way out of blue room, and Yetige says no. A good Paranoia. Narrate can get the tour de force off, and FUT looking to put a stop to this attack. Dosia, oh, he's been caught by the stun. And FUT playing keep away. Well, that's the undoing time now.
Yeah.
Arai, you now know there is going to be a FUT round. And Dosia able to do a little bit of economy damage, get that spike down, get an extra orb.
They had Zeus out in sand, and well, now KC want to take the fight straight to FUT's doorstep. There's Dosia. Ult one away. It's Zeus to try and close up the distance, but he's the casualty again. Sop trading out in effect, and all bodies start to fall. KC, a bit of a disconnect here as FUT pulling the plug, but as you say, Dosia hovering in the back lines, dagger held above them. But can FUT do enough to stop this? It's down to the 1v1, and when it comes to closes, and it's on that reason that KC will find 5. Sop got out of the previous with the operator, of course, and now we get a big exchange on Narrate. It's Crystalli first down again. Figuring out what the post plant looks like. It's towards Blue Room that they look as the door opens up. Sop connects the shot. Paranoia in close. Others spraying away.
As we head towards 6 for KC, a real turning point in terms of this half because of the opportunity to gain a massive advantage into the second half.
Zeus does catch the stun there. Trying to open up the round on A. Bandit B in the hands of Sociable quickly loosens his grip as Levin is off the leash, and Narrate not too far behind, as is often the case, but FUT able to offer some concessions to this.
Yetige already out towards Waterfall. Oh, can't quite take Narrate off guard. So where's Crystalli off to?
You're just looking at the Narrate line on the operator. Oh, should have been easy pickings, but all of a sudden, Crystalli keeps us interested. 12 clutches and counting this stage, and he's heard the drop of Levin. can't add any more to the tally. Fully confident in the peak, taken away by those Seekers. FUT starting to scale back into this one. KC up against the wall, but that's how their whole stage has been so far, and it doesn't look like any problems. Sociable needs a clutch. He's already 2 kills deep. You almost inadvertently look towards the next.
Oh my
This stack
God!
of players in stairwell dropped. The dominoes continue to fall.
After how explosive FUT have been to this point.
I mean, Kameto in the house just behind us. There's certainly something special in the air today. 11 opening yet again. Doja, while he can't close it out just yet, sociable.
And waiting on, even as the spike plant goes down, they're hesitant.
I mean, it's all these ults up in plat. If Levin can interrupt this, he is the hero of this round for KC.
Oh, he's going for it. Going to try and achieve something already. Burning utility from FUT. They're so stalled out.
Yeto's by himself in Waterfall. Big 1v1.
Going for it. Doesn't go. Oh, it's all through heaven. And the raid's still with them. The raid! Putting KC to double digits.
Really putting on the pressure now.
I mean, just look towards that scoreboard. Narrate already up to 17 and already featuring, but big kills from Yetiji brings FUT back on side.
This pistol round is absolutely everything for their chances on Lotus.
So when we get to this point, FUT will be so confident that paranoia probably enough to finish this one out. I mean, it's a nice right click from Dosia, but already this round is done. It's about orbs for Sugetsu. As FUT get themselves back into the game, at least for a round longer.
Dosia going down and FUT.
These pistols, we've already seen Dosia get a right-click kill. The KC Classic doing what it needs to, but FUT, the rifle's doing what they need to. It's a bloodbath on A. Bring themselves back into it. In-zone flawless for FUT.
Coming smoke. I got stop.
I'm ready, guys.
I'm not fighting. Wait, I got stop.
Heaven, push it to heaven.
Split.
One seal.
That's right.
Open and keep it to open.
It's from Gatekeeper to Titan, it feels like. Is Saw under pressure and Yetiji protects, or maybe he doesn't. Narrate with a big double kill. KC should know that this is filled, and when they do, it's FUT to get the kills. Aves through main, gets his. Couldn't get more, no. And Sugetsu out, can't get the last headshot. And now FUT within 4. Already getting that space, already dealing damage as Narrate looks for something through in B main. And actually gets it, has it. So, advantage towards KC.
Numbers up in heaven here. Aves may be low, but he can still stave off a player or two. Zeus up the rope.
Oh, he doesn't even check it. And Aves gets the kill, trades. But it's KC who come out on top. KC who keep the numbers on their side. Now it's up to Sop's operator and Crystalli's rifle. And Sop won't even get a bullet off. So Crystalli has to give us the goods. Has to give us what he's shown us before in the clutch department. But under pressure, under fire, and KC up to 11.
A timeout in effect here just to talk things over. Now finally finding success on their defender's side. The op in his hands once again. It's a big B main duel. And Narrate has found what he was looking for. Sugetsu chipping in as well with Levin also arriving.
One that we all expected for it to be the case. And one that FUT we hope would have a better showing.
Looks like he wants to open it up though. Double dip for a little bit more.
Once more, but Sociable caught in B main, and Levin the one to find his old teammate of Sociable.
This is not the first time that a player's been caught solo for FUT there, and they're heading straight into the Lion's Den on A.
Yeah, they want to fight, they want to brawl. Fists up, looking for blood. It's Narrate at the back of sight, and he's caught. Zeus with a good entry, Aves delayed, but it's out of blue room door.
Sop has to find this kill.
Oh, Levin just sending it into the pit, looking for what he needs at the back of sight, and Sop's still trying to find something, but Levin instead, and now Levin taking control of the round and putting KC onto what is one map up. KC will find Lotus.
Levin leading them there. One of only 2 BBL players from last year who have since not made it to a global, but now they're one map away against the old enemy. Karmine starting strongest here in Barcelona. And the simply unthinkable from how this year started, not feeling too far away now.
I mean, out the way that FUT played that one, Hazza, the mistakes that they made, we really need to see a bounce back on Haven.
As you say, with how equally contested this one is, someone has to be the difference, and you're looking at SOP to do it, but Levin unloaded. First firing line that FUT have to try and get past. Sugetsu also receives the invitation. There is no second layer. They're straight into the guillotine here. And Karmine, there is a stack.
Yeah, there is a lot of FUT players in front of one another.
Is this the mannequin challenge? Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah. Oh dear, you had to see it. You had to see it. Well,
it wouldn't be an EMEA roadshow.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
Without a little bit of home.
There is going to be no surprises, as there is a whack-a-mole Crostali. And unfortunately, Levin to whack Zeus. And, well, continuing on that way, Levin not managing to miss. SOP, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're big kills here. It's Yetege late. Sugetsu can't find the shot. And SOP can't be stopped. Potentially even, we could have a KC Fireflux Grand Final.
Yeah.
Worst possible outcome for those on Spanish soil, hoping for a good result of their home team, but not having too much trouble. SOP took some early damage, and it is Zeus actually now still looming in the air here, the threat of a reversal. But SOP generating 2 out of the Phantom. Should have put an end to things. He's still going here. The shock dart will push him out into the open, but Aves wants nothing to do with this.
With what he has, he should be able to win. Crostali should be the one finishing this map out. Aves still able to take one with them, so...
To the gun round, KC set opening. Where is SOP off to? Big early find. Crostali still keeping them above the waterline. Sociable there as well, and wastes absolutely no time to get that one going. Into spawn, he's Samurai! 2 quick kills from the Phantom found. And only Yetege left remaining. Sugetsu's already here to tighten the net. Finishing what he started. As we're right back in the saddle, Sociable the only one with a rifle. He's the first one forwards. Finds one, but that won't be enough.
Find themselves one which FUT aren't really blinking at.
Oh, this reveal is just so inviting. Tantalizing for SOP to attach onto. Levin removed from the round.
Ooh.
A coming up with nothing. Yetege stopping the push at the very first point of asking on B. There, it doesn't feel like anywhere safe for KC on the map.
Yeah, and FUT have stole back a couple of rifles as well. Oh, they're already
Don't
out.
blink, it's a quick retake, and the rate might have just lost the timing. Yetege is going to punish him. And FUT right back in the lead. It's another eco to get them there.
Yeah, and a Moda thrifty.
It's got to be Yetege this time.
Yeah, it's the explosiveness that KC do have, and unfortunately an Odin enough to deny. FUT have so many bodies on the line when they need it.
In their own smoke.
Yeah, and Levin has put the one to betray him. FUT doing so well here, and now KC, with just 2 rifles left, have to try and break in somewhere. And unfortunately this map getting smaller, and it means that Crostali comes into play. And the Raid now trying his best heroic efforts, but the spike not recollectable. And this round, neither so.
I think that should be enough for these 4 players.
Oh, it's not even enough for the first. And KC are really split up here, but the smoke, the one to try and dissuade SOP, and of course it's not gonna. He wants more. He's gonna try. What is that? Unbelievable flick. Get the Odin in your hands.
I mean, is this the gun you want in this situation?
I mean, I think so, especially when you have to be standing still, especially when you have to be swinging out. It's Dosia to actually get the kill, but still, you see Aves a little bit delayed getting out.
Yeah, he has the ult, but there's no real clause to use it at this point. Someone's got to stick their neck out. Soon to be spotted by this drone.
Well, he is, and they know that he's playing up close, but a TP away could make it hard to clear. But as they drop, 1 bullet is enough, and it's a bullet to the head. His FUT are all the way up to 5.
The start of this series panning out much in the way that the desk expected it. KC, Hunter's Fury from the shadows, and Neural Theft.
Or All the way crossed, cleared through an ultimate, but not through any weaponry. Sops away. They're trying to trade out through the Hunter's Fury and well. He keeps moving, keeps walking. FUT have no idea. So the first kill does go KC's way, as they're now so far in front in terms of numbers, but it goes all even.
I mean, there's still a late joker here as well. Aba's finding one in garage, but look at Narrate in behind.
Yeah, and now the information. The smoke out. They could start a defuse. Sociable tries to play forward, tries to look for an engagement, and goes out towards Cubby, but at the same time Yetiji gone. So it's up to Sociable, up to the captain. He looks for Narrate, but Narrate steps away, not willing to give anything. Goes for the defuse, but they're flashing off, and KC will strike one back.
But taking their own map material, A Lobby has been indispensable, and Kristali spams Sugetsu out of play. Here is the duel onto Levin. And as the Olympic Arena falls silent, it's about to go off with a bang. Flash in, Zeus gets caught, and with that, Levin paving the way towards this A-site control.
Kristali?
He has managed to flood over here, but how much can he do? The Odin ironclad trying to bolster this defense a little better. Sociable's trickled in as well. Sop also trying to support and working out, in fact. The spike has been stopped dead in its tracks. What is that TP? Sociable putting his life on the line, and FUT falling apart at the seams.
Oh, Yetiji, no. He has a timing.
He's creeping up on Aves, but every corner considered by the captain. Set utility online here again. FUT still not willing to give this one up. Unwavering in their aggression. Zeus catching Doja. It gets a little better. Sop through the sewers offering his support. The spike failed. How much more do they want of this?
It's the numbers game that they're find most important. And Sugetsu through B, I mean, he doesn't even consider Yetiji. So while the spike now starts to head towards C, I feel as if this one's so difficult to try and get back, especially with that kill.
As good as he looked before on the chamber, it's a different ball game into Yetiji's site. They can cordon off sections of this A site, which they're scaling into.
Levin knows that this was going to be re-cleared eventually and comes out with a kill, but Burns has slid at the same time.
I mean, he could just have kept the attention there, but Sop has found the pick which he needed.
Yeah, I mean, Casey's still scaling slowly and allowing now FUT to get into position. Zeus here, but he's sponging bullets to allow Yetiji his peak. 2, 3, and up to 7. Advantage for FUT, and Haza. This turn of fortune on towards Haven. This is the FUT that we know and love. To try and burn that time for Kristali to get into position, and does. But now Casey head elsewhere.
Yes, Sugetsu's flanking in from B as well. That's the last one gone.
And Casey, have everything that they need. A reload, Deming. Sociable to this point. Is he still continuing on? How is he doing it? Jumping left, right and centre.
But a quick C-site take to start off another pistol.
Yeah, of course, it's the Cypher of Sugetsu, the one that holds on towards Logs, and well, a kill trap to support. Can't quite convert. More bodies there. It's FUT now flood towards backside. 3-on-3.
Sending in the player numbers early. Levin makes up what is a vast perimeter. They've got a flank on almost every end.
Oh, and Levin's got 2 off the back of it, but it's still Sop, alive and well.
And KC have grouped up in garage.
Yeah, that they have, and now Sop has an idea. Those 3 bullets up, and KC make it a 1-round game.
Levin doing brilliantly well, and completely undetected on the flank. A little bit of miscommunication there maybe for FUT.
And I think, that's the key point, right? KC, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I mean, let's be honest, nothing really broke. Is Levin the one to take away that Marshall? Yeah, the point I was trying to make is that KC have had so much success, they've not needed to change much. Defense, starting things off the right way with that entry kill from Levin.
The Outlaw has been reloaded, so he can go 2 more times if he wants. It's another collateral into the open arms of Sugetsu, whose site is now barren of utility. It's been taken offline, but Narrate here with the Spectre. Calming Corp! The blue wall resisting. All that stands between the defense and taking the lead back for themselves. Dozier waiting in the wings. Sop on borrowed time, and he's into the ground.
It's where the connections that need to be made as Abez goes wide and towards these close quarters in SOP. Now with a white rifle. Still, KC delayed in getting out. Obviously their IGL gone, and well, as the engagements ensue, it's FUT to strike first, trying to get out they can. FUT looking to equal things back out after that bonus loss, after the break that we had in play. And I think at this point, KC will be looking to save up. As time not on their favour, but Dosia unlocks, brings it back to a 2-on-2. A smoke on towards the spike, and Dosia spamming into the smoke, but leaving the Ray all alone.
The follow-up gun round is just as pivotal.
Just as important as Narrate, the first one to try and take an engagement, but Levin the first one to get a kill. Looks away. Zeus still not breaking that trap. That's why Sugetsu thinks that he has to look towards long. Levin's operator, the one missing out. Sugetsu now knows that Zeus should be towards the back of sight. But Yetiji, 2 big kills.
And FUT really have to put themselves on the front foot here. You can see Zeus with that refract. He comes up empty-handed. It's all Yetiji.
Has to be an ace clutch. Has to be, but he's known about. Information, good, but cannot connect. Cannot finish things off. KC taking the advantage back for themselves.
Yeah, it's so important that KC found
100%.
one of these 2 rounds, whether it was the previous to just get them on side, or this to stop the rot, because FUT posing a serious threat there, one which has now been dealt with, at least in the meantime, by Levin's operator.
One that he will win out, but already KC look to try and restock towards other sides of the map. KC, unbelievable picks. How has Levin found that? As Cristalli now looks to charge on. Narrate round the other side will be the one to finish things off now. As Yetiji's luck will come to nothing. We're seeing FUT really have all their problems accumulate into one series. KC, though, at the same time, you're coming up against an opponent, right? For FUT, they're coming into this with like pressure off, shrug the shoulders back, you know, kind of try and relax.
Be in there, Narrate just orbiting around this, utility traded, shouldn't be able to find the shots here and can't. Zeus to open it up, crack open that sight, but Abez retaliating, toiling this one back with 2, make it a 3rd as the dart leaves his bow. Baited on the end of this hook, reeled all the way in to Karmine cause control.
Kidding me right now.
SOP the biggest blunder that any of their opponents would make, but into the team now, he has to make the difference. Dashes into the firing line, Dosia there to receive. KC go 2 for 2 in the opening brawl, but Zeus has managed to slip in behind. Both of his traps in garage guarding that position. He knows that FUT should be boots on the ground on site right now, but walking into trouble is Narrate. Abez has managed to lay one back, and so it's the Zeus show.
2 bullets.
If not now, then it might just be never in this upper final. Their wildest dreams, just 1 round away.
1 round away as they hit map. All those projects, all those dark horses that have ran from the stables, but it's this 5 to do it, and Dosia to get things started.
He's the one holding garage.
He's the one to meet any FUT players heading his way. Zeus, the spike! And KC look to head to champs now with Yetiji found and Narrate to take KC there! KC will head to champs! Allez, KC!
They have delivered their destiny and at long last reached the destination. Abez brought to tears as the captain, along many moments, has carried them there. Poetic for Narrate to be the one at the very end that hauls them over the line. The struggle that all these players have been sent through. The emotions now reaching the surface.